Okay, I've started the stream and I've added the title, but I hadn't loaded up the game. Mellow late? How? How? It's literally, it's like 8:01. And I'm pretty sure it only turned into 8:01 once I was live. I think I went live while it was still like, while it was like 8 p.m. and maybe like 58 seconds, which isn't late. That's on time. God, everybody's boundaries for what is late and on time is just, you know, a minute, 5 minutes. How is that late? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm on time. 10 minutes, half an hour. I'm on time. I don't know how I could be late. I'm physically incapable of being late. I'm only capable of being on time. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. You can quote me on that. That's just true. Also, the thing happened again. I didn't play Silent Hill for 2 days.
Silent Hill 2? More like my rent? Chill.
That's a very polite request to your rent. Your rent goes up and your response is just like, chill you. Go back down. Relax, queen. Why are you going up? Trash late. No, nobody's late. We're all perfectly on time. And listening to Ethel Cain, valid. I thought about listening to Ethel Cain today, but then I just listened to no music instead because I was really having to focus. Everyone point? Oh, okay. The mellow that points at people. I'll go into here. I'm sure that's going to be so fun. I'm sure I'm going to have the time of my life in this tunnel. I'm feeling all brave now. Oh, great. Great, the tunnel isn't a straight line, as I hoped. I actually can't remember if it was a straight line before, though. I guess it wasn't. Tunnel hard. I disagree. I am being brave. I am. This is a scary tunnel. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's just legs! Oh my god, it's legs and it's underneath me? What do I even do about that? No, okay, but like seriously, what do I do? What do I do about... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate them. Stop, and I'm gonna go down there. Oh, shut up. Oh, actually shut your mouth. Stop it. I hate this. Have I ever said that? Have I ever mentioned that I hate this game? The torch flickering? Horrible. I don't want to imagine playing this in VR. That's the very last thing I would ever want in my life. To be completely honest. I can't think of anything worse. Can I just say, I feel like this game needs to cut me a fucking break. Does it make sense, what I'm asking for here? Now I'm intrigued. Big old pair of legs show up and we're all excited. I just like, I know it seems ridiculous to ask the horror game to chill, but like, it's like I just need, you know when we first got Maria? And we got to kind of wander around a little chill, a little loosey-goosey. That was nice. Could I have that again? Just like, briefly? I don't even demand it for that long. Just like, 5 goddamn minutes where the game, like, cut me a break. would be really nice. I've been so brave for so long, is all I'm saying. I don't know if I can be brave no more. Nothing has happened that can hurt him, but Mellow's still... Yeah, but it's like, this is what the game does. This is what the game does. This isn't a break because it's dark. If there were a light and I could see, I would be at peace. But it's dark. Did you hear that? It's dark. Oh, this is just horrible. Yeah, the game does a good job of intensifying the scares by like somehow not making anything scary. Like, by not making anything scary, everything is scary. This is the scariest thing. Piss myself for real into the toilet. That is preferable. That is like the #1 preferred location. Is that the kid? Or is this a new person? What? Oh, it's this woman. Okay. I remember her. I don't really remember her name though.
Are you feeling better?
It seems like he doesn't remember her name either. I feel like he was about to ask her
This is
name.
different from what I remember.
That's because this is the other world. Don't worry.
I guess things never really stay the same.
Would I rather play this game to completion in VR or play Limbo? I would play Limbo, and I don't say that lightly. I fucking hated Limbo.
I guess not.
Limbo pissed me off. But it was a much shorter experience,
I don't
so I have to pick it.
think she's here anymore, James.
See, she remembers my name. Who are we talking about? Your mother? My wife? What if they were the same person?
Hi, Mama.
What an interesting coincidence this would be.
She doesn't...
Oh, she
Yeah,
makes me
she's
sad. Oh my god. Play Limbo 5
would
hours
you
straight?
think
Yeah,
that?
okay. I'd pick that. This game in VR? Horrible. I could never do it.
Anyway, I'm happy.
He
to see
actually is, because he's like chronically lonely.
Happy to see me?
Yeah, so long
Why?
story, this other person was following us around and it made me feel momentarily safe.
Yeah.
But then she died, so I kind of need you to follow me around so I feel a little safer, please.
I better get going.
No, come with me, come with me.
You still don't want me to go with you?
Because I really want to join.
Stick together
I'm
and
so
let's get
scared.
out of here.
Out of where?
This town,
Yeah, the town, bestie.
Silent Hill.
Why is she so confused all the time?
No, it's fine.
Oh, I guess she's happy staying here.
Okay.
Okay. So roll credits.
Oh,
She said the
you
name.
happen to see a little girl around
He
here,
said the
didn't you?
name, I guess. She went, no, it's fine.
The little girl?
Everything about this girl's history and story is deeply
Yeah,
sad, you'll see. Yeah, I feel like it will be sad. She's been very sad coded 24/7.
Are you alright? Angela?
No. Please.
Oh god, there's like obviously something behind us.
Here.
Oh no, oh god.
Angela, it's okay.
Oh god.
Talk to me!
Oh no, oh god. What's behind me that I need to be scared about? Oh no. Would I like to see a ranking of every album you've listened to so far this year? I would be curious. I would be very interested in a ranking. Oh my god, I'm gonna dig. She's meant to be roughly 17. She's a baby. She's a baby running around here. Horrible angle. What was that? My patient buried it here. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth, I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. No one dares to approach that place. Now, I offer you the key. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. They're talking about me! Historical Society key. Great. Great. Let's go this way. Can the Historical Society be nice at least? Like, I'm seriously asking, can it just be like a cool museum? Sometimes I wish I knew with certainty when the game would be kind and when the game would not be kind. I think it would help to just know. Corvus, what? Corvus, what are you saying? Corvus, what are you saying? Oh, Mello, oh no. Do you know something? I feel like you know something that I don't know. Like why the game just loaded in. I feel like you're hiding something from me, Corvus. You know most of the major story beats in this game. Could you just like spoil this one, maybe? Could you just give me like a tiny heads up as to what this Historical Society is gonna be like? I'm not asking for a lot, just like a hint. I feel like these dark, empty streets are probably the extent of the kindness. But see, that's what's terrible, because I just don't trust that these streets are empty. Which is exactly what the game wants, right? Like, the game gives you a break. This is the break. This is the game being kind. It's like, yeah, we won't put enemies there. It's just, you don't know that. So we might as well have put enemies there. Oh my god. What if Jinx was here? Stop, you make an excellent point. This is like the perfect location for her. This is what she was made for. Let me just quickly test something. I'm just testing something. Ignore the fact that you can see her. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, hold on. Let's line this up. Let's line this up. Hold on. I actually think I can make this better. No, that was worse. I just need to make her like slightly darker, right? Like slightly like to blend in with the smoke. Which I don't quite think I'll manage. This is gonna be as good as we get. But honestly, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Lower the opacity. I wish I could do that within Streamlabs. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually might be able to. Oh my god, I actually can. Hold on. Color correction? Stop it. hold on, I can really, as it turns out, I can cook. Hold on. Listen, I'm trying something here. I'm trying something. I mean, that's just fantastic. Hold on. This kind of is the perfect bit. Ooh, okay. Can you walk around with Jinx? That I can, but it won't be good because she'll always be... Okay, I can give it a go, but she'll always be like moving backwards. But maybe if I like hide the chat box, it'll be fine. See, I have no idea if that, like, it was in any way compelling. It's also kind of hard to walk in a straight line on this street. Like, if it makes any sense, the up is kind of angled. Or walk towards the camera, that's a good one. I can't actually turn him. I can't turn him. That's upsetting. Anyway, let me hide her away. That made me very happy. Amazing. Okay. Well, that's all of the fun for today. She looks so small when you look down. It's the art of forced perspective, Corvus. What we have is one of the greatest images of... Sorry, the game's like really chugging. I need to give it a minute. I agree. Why do you think I took my webcam and the chat away? We were just ruining it, guys. We were just ruining it. Can't wait for Best of Mellow 2025 and it's all Jinx. No, it'll be like 50% Jinx and it'll be 50% Final Fantasy X. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna let the game chug a bit, and I will check DMs. Ooh, okay, albums ranked. So at the top we have Perverts by Ethel Cain. More Ethel Cain. Lucy Dacus. Callous Dowboys. Callous Dowboys is a fantastic band name, actually. Field Medic, 9 Million, Rebecca Black, Jaden Riva, Wet Leg. I haven't listened to any new Wet Leg. I listened to their first album and I enjoyed it, but then that was all. Jasmine 4T, Teeth, Merrick Winters. I feel like I've heard Merrick Winters. Caroline, FK Twigs, Pink Panthers, Lord, Dev Lemons, Kylo Kirsch, of course, Lady Gaga, and Sam Austin's. I'm surprised to see Lady Gaga. Good for her. She's still in her top 10 in current year, and I respect that. I've seen Merrick Winters live. Oh, that's why I recognize the name. That's why. I watched you shake his hand. I see now. That's why it was familiar. I thought I was making that up. I was like, oh, that's familiar. And I thought I was making up the familiarity. This is just the worst. This is such a long street. The longer I go down, the worse it gets. If only Square had the foresight to add Jinx to Final Fantasy X. Hey, that's what we've all been asking for. I think, you know, I think people would overwhelmingly remember 10 over 7 if the Pokemon Jinx had been in the game. This is just terrible. Okay, at least it doesn't seem to be chugging too much anymore. For now. God, I actually don't know if I have it in me to be unspoiled and brave going into this next location. No, I'm good. I'm cool. I don't need music. I'm just gonna picture Quirky Dog in my head. And turn the actual volume of the game down by 1. For me, you all can hear it. I was showing Blue Green the dog's dead earlier because it's so silly. I'm proud of that one. I really didn't know. Like, I should stress, I feel like it makes it, the dog's dead bit makes it seem like I knew, because I feel like saying the dog's dead is like a little wacky, a little out there. I need you to know that the main reason I said the dog's dead is because I have a bit with like some people I know of saying the dog's dead, because they showed me it's a video of someone doing like a Princess Diana impression, but they're also reading, like they're repeating I think it's a TikTok of like a Jamaican person talking about something, and I think either in the TikTok, or I don't know if it's true, but at least it's in this TikTok, that like saying dead dog is like a phrase. Like, I feel like dead dog is the UK equivalent would be like swear down. And then because of that, dead dog entered my vernacular, which then became the dog is dead, being used like if something's like, oh, it's over, the dog's dead. So that's the only reason I said the dog's dead. Because I was like, oh, I just got rid of Quirky Dog. This would be a really fun time to use my favorite phrase, dog's dead. Definitely going in best of. It definitely is, and I'm proud to say that. You know what I'm not proud of? How much I hate this building. To the point where I feel like I need like a bit of a spoiler if I'm gonna be able to do this. Can I get spoiled like a little? Like, what am I expecting here? I'm seriously asking, what am I expecting? What do I need to be like mentally primed for? Cause I don't know. I walked really far, you guys. I walked all the way from the park. You might have been teasing me. Wait, like actually? Like it's fine? Okay, but are you joking now? How would I know? There will be big spooks eventually. Oh, but not in this building. I need you to be honest with me, Chorus. I need you to look me in the eye and tell me the spooks in this building will be of the normal variety, as in there will be a couple of legs floating around. Legs that I've seen, not the big upside down legs. An emote is not an explanation. I'm so health brain this week. I did the opticians yesterday and the dentist today. You're really not come through them. Eyes first, teeth second. That's what I've always said. You've reminded me I probably need to book a dentist's appointment because an optician's appointment even. Because I can't remember when my last one was. Why? Why would it be like this? The new clock. Okay. Well, I won a scary photo. That's nice. Little Baroness, the maiden voyage of 1916. I can't remember where her teeth are. I remember where my teeth are. They're... So they're somewhere. They're somewhere, don't worry. Don't worry, they're somewhere, and I remember. I remember so that you don't have to. Clear glasses frames era. It's a good era to be in. I've been in metal frames for a while. I actually think it's gonna send me back to the hospital. Oh, wait. Wait, I think I'm in Normal Town. Oh, I think I'm in Normal Town. I think I left the Scaryville. Do I have to look at that? That's just horrible.
It's him.
Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. Cool. Just fantastic. Title unknown, author unknown. Waterfront landscape, a depiction of the local area. The style indicates it was done sometime around the 1820s when the region was less populated. I can't remember what you thought. Those are the ones on your hands, right? See, Johan gets it. They could be on your hands. Who's to say? Who can truly say? You were at the dentist for less than 5 minutes. Your teeth are slaying. Just had a little clean. I kind of like how my teeth feel after a dentist appointment. I don't think I have a dentist appointment till like much later in the year, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's the director of Brookhaven Hospital. Wait, why is he kind of slaying? Why is he kind of slaying? Why does he kind of look like Reeve from Final Fantasy VII Remake? Reeve Tuesti. My hands are sweating. This place fucking sucks. Oh my god, stop. Stop sending me down. Shut up. Shut up. That's horrible. Jesus Christ. This game needs to give me a fucking break. Like, stream I was having an experience. I hope this helps. I hope Spooky Spooky Scary Game somehow helps. Okay. I'm not reading all that. No joke. No joke. I can't read. I love ominous paintings. I do not. I've historically not been a fan. Why would you go down here? I just think. Wait, Corvus. Corvus, when I asked the very specific question, is there anything scary in the historical society building? And you said no. You counted the basement as part of the building, right? Why are you making that face? This whole area includes the basement. So when I asked specifically about the historical society building that we are in, and you said all is good, you meant down here as well? The droning in the background is so silly. I don't think so. Middle illiterate area, yeah. Yeah, kinda. Kinda a little. I was listening to Epicade after drinking 3 glasses of wine. It was a time. That sounds fun. I love 3 glasses of wine. That's the perfect number. As long as it's red wine. If it's white wine, 2 glasses is the perfect number. If it's rosé, 0 is. Ha 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 ha. All of my rosé haters rise up. Now's your time. Okay. I have a feeling Corvus didn't include this in the historical society building. I like rosé. I have a feeling a lot of people like rosé's fine. It's fine. I just prefer red wine and white wine. And at a certain point, you run out of wines to toss aside in favor of rosé. This is horrible. 1 prosecco and 2 red wine. That's a good combo. That's nice. Rosé is gross. I just find it kind of nothing. Hey, what the fuck is this, by the way? Stop it. Time is fun, the other game was the problem. Or was it the combination? Perhaps. Like, this literally couldn't be worse if I tried. How long am I gonna just walk down here? I'm not. I'm having a really bad time. 15 minutes of Waco, Texas. I'm assuming that's a song on the Ethel Cain album and not like Thievery had to spend 15 minutes in a place in Texas. Corvus, I have a feeling this is a puzzle and I haven't solved it. I have a feeling this is an infinite staircase unless I do something specific. But I'm also too scared to turn back around. So I guess I'm just gonna keep going. Unless, okay, I have an idea. And I just don't like it. Okay, my idea didn't even work. Okay, it might work. It might work. I just need to not look. Like, can I watch TikToks instead? I'm not joking. I'm gonna scroll TikTok for like 2 minutes. This has got to be the solution, right? Okay, I have a feeling this isn't the solution. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, that was... That was just an achievement. Reach the end of the staircase. In fairness, that staircase was pretty fucked up, I have to say. Jesus Christ, it's just the staircase is that long. That's the whole bit. That's it. Hold on. Let me check something. It's been a while since I consulted the good old IGN Silent Hill walkthrough. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so in theory, okay, I'm looking at the walkthrough just out of curiosity, but it's also made me realize, so because once we went through the tunnel and did the park, we entered like the normal town. We could have like gone and explored. Like we could have just gone back to places that we were in the daytime. Which meant that in theory, I think there were a few like hidden achievements and stuff. Oh my god, there's like other places I could have gone. Oh my god, I'm scrolling through the IGN walkthrough. So I guess now, because it's too late, I guess I can tell you some things we could have found. We could have gone to Jack's Inn and inspected a wallpaper. There's a seal of Metatron on the wall, which is an image from Silent Hill, like the original Silent Hill. And I would have gotten an achievement from that. We could have smashed a bunch of car windows to get ammo and health. The local bowling alley is open. There's a save point inside. Health and ammunition. You can check the shelves behind the rental counter. And the janitor bucket for some more bullets. There's an open pizza box you can inspect to get a hidden trophy called Leftovers. You can walk to the end of Nathan Avenue until you hit another chasm. There's a dead guy here with a note and a box of handgun bullets. You can visit the service station and there's more items. Oh my god, you could also go get a jack handle, which triggers enemies to attack you. And then you can use it to open a garage door and get some bullets, a syringe, and a photo. Okay. Then you go down the stairs. The IGN walkthrough describes this as, these stairs go on for a comically long time. You may think you've stumbled into some kind of trap or movement puzzle, but no, the stairs are really just that long. Keep moving down for a couple of minutes and you'll eventually reach a door. That's so funny. That's really funny. I can't believe they put in a long staircase where nothing gets you, and the experience is still horrible. Like, from picking up that key, in fact, from the start of today's stream, so from starting in that tunnel, aside from when the big legs underneath me showed up, I haven't fought or encountered anything. It's been 37 minutes and I haven't had to deal with anything. And yet, I feel just as scared, if not more scared, than when I was going around the hospital. It's like the ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3. It's just really long because wouldn't that be funny? Okay, so, fun fact. I only now know this because of scrolling through the walkthrough. The end of the segment, so the walkthrough is split into roughly 15 chapters. Obviously, by bringing up this walkthrough, I kind of invite a bit of spoilers into myself because I try not to look at the names of the chapters further down the list, but I do. I've seen them. My eyes have glimpsed them. I try not to remember them, but they are there. But yeah. So, yeah, fun fact. The end of the chapter in the walkthrough that I just read says... It ends with, "This marks the start of the single most intense stretch of Silent Hill 2. Cool. So cool. I actually can't wait for this. I'm so excited. But, fun fact, that means we've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 8 parts of the walkthrough. Bearing in mind, 8 of 15, bearing in mind that the 8th one that we just did was tiny because I could have walked around looking for stuff. This is what I get for being brave, exactly. The game gave me a break. This chapter was the break. I could have ran around, got some ammo and some supplies, dealt with 1 or 2 scary mannequins, and that would have been it. And I steamrolled through that to get to something that the IGN wiki describes as the worst. Okay, well, let's go in. This is awful. This is bad. Prisoner number C221. Spoilers, we're in prison. We're in prison, you guys. It's a metaphor for how we're imprisoned within our own mind. Do you think the ammo and supplies break might be specifically for this section? That's an excellent question, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I have 28 bullets and 13 shotgun shells. What more could I need? I'm sure that's everything. I'm sure that's everything I could possibly ask for. I feel like how much supplies could be in a prison? You do make a good point. Counterpoint. I'm sure I'm fine. See? That's just a normal enemy. I'm used to that kind of enemy. Okay, that door doesn't open. Oh my god, I just want a save point. I actually don't think I have it in me today. It's a Thursday stream. I don't stream for long on a Thursday. We all know this. We all know this. It's a Thursday. I don't stream for long on a Thursday. Which means I'm allowed to end the stream as early as I want. This is an extra, you guys. This is a bonus. This is a super fun little bonus for all of us. Deep Underground Prison, my favorite. Maybe not my favorite. Maybe not mine. Maybe not a thing I'm super excited about, I gotta say. Kills the first enemy of the stream 40 minutes in and says, yes, that's enough for me today. I worked really hard, you guys. I worked really hard. Death by skewering. Stop. Okay, so I guess these are the enemies we're going to be looking at. Like, skewered bodies. Scary things. Scary things in hoods. Big old bodies. You know the drill. Okay, I'm not saying specifically the next save point, but like maybe. Stop. Stop it. This is the picture from the Historical Society. What do I do? Just jump in? Are you kidding me? If I wait, do I get pushed in? The historic pit in person. We really are just doing a fun walking tour of Silent Hill. Sorry to give no whole stream. Does this not count? Stop. It makes you press jump twice. Is it gonna make me press jump a third time? Nope, he just does it. Yeah. I bet that did hurt, my guy. You jumped in a big old pit. You're probably extremely injured. Okay, so I can break through that. Oh my god, stop. Can I break through several? Okay, well, I guess this one first. He didn't even lower himself in, no. He was braver than me. Okay, so that's one, but there's one over here as well. And there might be another one. Well, saying that. That's just a nothing. Oh, there's another one. I actually think I might have gotten it right first try, and then I'm doing this for no reason, but just in case. Yeah, okay. That also goes nowhere. I guess this is the only way. That pit was a perfectly adequate size to brace on either side and climb down. Yeah, like, it's hard to see it now that I'm at the bottom, but he didn't have to just jump. Maybe this guy doesn't make the best choices. Stop it. Shut up. It has a sewer level? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's just so messed up. Yeah, okay. Okay. Cool. He's like a beta Leon Redfield. Leon Redfield? I love Leon Redfield. He's my favorite Resident Evil protagonist. I wonder what's under the surface. Probably good things. If you ask me. Which I'm sure you are. Kennedy. Yeah. I think you're thinking of Chris Redfield. Although I suppose if Chris Redfield and Leon Redfield got married, you suggest... I guess you're suggesting that they would take Chris Redfield's last name? Fair enough. He married Chris. He did. That's in the lore. That's canon. Right? Oh my god. Game, I need a map. I need a save point. I need like one of those things. Stat. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just bugs. It's bugs and I'm trapped. Stop it. Why are you saying... Ah, okay, bugs. Well, I don't know. Should I look at the key item? The doubt which... Ah! Oh my god. What is hurting me? Oh my god, what is happening? I don't get it. Am I... No, did I miss something? Please, did I miss something? Oh, big bug. Oh my god, stop. Killable bugs on the wall. There's just so many of them. No, okay, I should clarify. When I was running around panicking and screaming what hit me, I promise, I do know that it was the bugs. I think I just thought that, like, there were so many and they... Stop, I think they're spawning infinitely. Have I done something really stupid? Should I not be in here? Or is it just 932? No? Was that it? Shut up. I hated that. Oh, okay, sure. The correct code was the one that didn't have blood on it. The correct code were the 3 numbers that didn't have blood on them, okay. Sure, that makes sense. Stop. Okay, I guess I'll jump into another pit. Is he just gonna jump again, do you think? Do you think he's just gonna, like again? Oh my god. Oh my god, he... The hands in the air and everything. He loves to free fall. This man hates to land naturally. He loves to be injured. He's such a big fan of being injured. I'm beginning to wonder if the reason that this section is the most intense is because there hasn't been a fucking save in a million years. I'm beginning to think that that's possible. Okay, it did just autosave. Okay, spooky memory. Love to remember. Oh, that's a dead body. Yeah, okay. Guess I don't have a choice about that one. You think the spooky nightmare prison pit dream physics is so silly?
Ain't
Yeah,
no
he can
big
just jump
deal.
down and he's fine.
Just put the gun to their head and
Oh, it's this guy. Eddie, my buddy. I missed you.
oh,
What are you doing in this pit? Did you also jump down
Hi,
here
James.
through 2 different pits?
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Mm-hmm. Eddie ain't doing so good. Yeah, clearly.
So he attacked you.
But we're fine. We have a gun as well. I maybe
Yeah.
wouldn't provoke him though, James.
Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
Probably no
I don't know.
reason.
Came out of nowhere.
Okay, in fairness
Tried
to
sneaking
Eddie,
up on me in the dark.
in fairness to Eddie, there are
footsteps,
scary,
so I
scary
turned back and
things
he was
running
right
around.
there.
I would also turn around and automatically shoot and
You
ask
could
questions
tell.
later.
Wanted to hurt you.
He
Yeah,
says, as if he hasn't been
When he
shooting
looked at me,
every vaguely feminine-shaped
had to.
nurse that he sees.
He looked at you. I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean,
Why is he pursuing
I
this?
see it in his eyes.
Why is he pursuing this with the person that's
His
obviously a little
He kept
going
looking
through it and has a gun?
Making fun of me.
Hypocrite as usual. He's
I told
actually...
him not to, but
He can't help it.
he didn't listen.
He's got a bad case of hypocrite disease.
Eddie, you can't. You can't just kill someone because.
Why would he follow up? I don't know. Maybe I just have too much of a... I just think if someone was holding a gun at me, everything they said would be correct. Yes, Eddie. They attacked you. Horrible, Eddie. How can I help?
See your face,
Would you like
Dave.
me to go somewhere else? Would you like me to go away?
I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here.
Really? 'Cause
I got you, didn't I?
I don't know. They made
Well,
Eddie look so much more unhinged in this
I
game.
better get going.
Yeah, that was quite unhinged.
Wait,
Where's he even going?
you're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why is everybody in this game so... It's like they're making fun of me. It's like they're making fun of me for being so scared and nervous walking around anywhere. By just like, every other character is like, oh yeah, I'm going. I'm hanging out. I'm having fun. Okay. This is bad. This is a bad time. I'm also getting increasingly nervous that I've missed a map. Okay. I was checking the walkthrough to be sure, because I feel like this would be a room where there'd be a map, but I think it might be out here actually. Somewhere. Oh my god, look at it. This is horrible. This is bad. This is a bad place for a person to be. I'm glad the Historical Society was fine though. That's nice. That's cool. Okay, so here's the map. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. It looks bad. It looks big. It looks big, but we also collected a lot of separate maps, but one thing to remember, we were just in the canteen, and the canteen was big but walkable. And if we assume that this place geographically kind of matches up, The canteen is roughly also the size of the block area, so it's not that big. It's not that big. Let's try and map this up a little. So that's 1F main section. There seems to be a couple doors that lead out. I have a feeling... Okay, so do you see how on this map, there's block B at the top, block A. And then if you follow block A, A1 through to A6, there seems to be a door and then like a corridor that kind of like trails off into ... dots. I think that's this. I think it trails off into this because this map similarly has a ... dots in the top left and in the bottom left of this map, kind of very close to where we are now, you can see that there's a similarly large, potentially outdoor space. It shows you how they connect to the bottom left. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Don't look at me, this is embarrassing. That was bad. Oh my god, I'm illiterate and I'm blind. This is bad. Okay, I did notice the thing in the bottom left. Just for some reason I think I thought it was some kind of puzzle. But no, you're totally right. Here I am being like, how can I figure this one out? How, you guys? How am I gonna solve this? So yeah, that's just the south. That's the second floor. That's the bore section on the first floor. That's the third floor. Specifically, that's the warden's office on the third floor. I don't know what that says about the outside. I'm not going to question it too much. And of course there's a basement. God, this is bad. Yeah, a little bit. Listen, shapes are difficult. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if that's new information. They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the witness checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. Spare from the witness checkpoint. Okay, so yeah, that's in the serpent section. Okay, before I do much else, I do actually want to quickly check if I can just go straight to the serpent section. Rifle rounds, yay! Rifle rounds for the rifle that I see right there and don't have yet, but really, really want. I see more treats in there, that's nice. It's kind. That's the game being kind. Why is this fuck-ass house so hot and humid? There's no reason I should be drenched in sweat brushing my teeth. Yeah. Probably entering the humidity how we've been in for a few days. It's been like that in the UK. I've been getting it like at this time of night, basically. I'm fine for the morning. Like for the first few hours of the day, I'm good. Honestly, I'd say I'm good until about 3 p.m. The last few hours of the workday, because I work from home, so I'm sat in this position at this desk, and all of the heat of the day, even with all of my curtains closed, has slowly made its way into my house, and it's heated up the air, and it just makes everything a little tough, shall we say. God, this is not fun. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so I have a feeling that it will work. Try going through block A, getting into the serpent section. And then I have a feeling we go through the serpent section and then we'll get to the witness checkpoint. And then we go through the door that we just tried, we end up here, and that's when we can use the key. I literally just sat down this afternoon and started sweating so bad. I had sweat just pouring out my hairline. Yeah, it'd be like that. I'm kind of... I hate to flex on this. I'm quite lucky. I don't really sweat. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do it. Let's go to church, you guys. Let's go... Let's head up this way to the chapel. The chapel couldn't hurt us. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Isn't it nice, everyone? Oh, this is so friendly. Yeah, I feel really good here. This is so nice. What a nice church. Thank goodness the prisoners have this. I'm so glad. What a treat. What a nice treat. What a scary treat. Okay. Oh my god. Like, with the heat as well, my heart is going crazy in this section. I see what they mean by one of the more intense sections. Like, I didn't get it at first. Now I get it. The prisoners do not feel remorse. In fact, they do not feel themselves to be sinful at all. Even the simplest of them will try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little words they know. And so they dream blissfully the sinners that they are, for no matter how foul and loathsome one's existence may be, human nature abides. Cool. I basically only sweat from my hairline, and my hair is wet, and now I'm expected to go to bed like this. If I dare shower, my mum will cry about me daring to keep her awake. That sucks. I don't imagine you shower particularly loud, Thievery. Like, if you looked me in the eye and you said, no, 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 I have to sing in the shower, I simply have to, I'd be like, okay, fair point. But I have a feeling you won't be doing that. That sucks. Is there anything, like... How does it feel just, like, tying your hair back a bit? Or, like, what I do is I just try and get it as far from the back of my neck as possible, so at the very least all of my hair is concentrated together. I'm naturally a warm person anyway, so it's always bad for me, yeah. I'm naturally very cold. I think that's the trick. If you are so cold-blooded that, like, if your hands get too cold, they also go kind of numb. It's kind of helpful. It's kind of helpful, actually. Oh my god, okay. Door breaking? What door, even? Yeah, like, I'm sweaty now. Full openness and transparency. I'm sweaty now, but, like, I don't know. I don't know how close I can get and how gross. Like, I don't know how obvious it is. I'm dry. I'm fucking bone dry up here. All of my sweat is just, like, from, like... This is so fucking gross. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's, like, the back of my knees, you know? God blessed me with a sweatless head, and this was my curse. What door broke? Like, huh? Where did you come from? I'm not kidding. What the hell? Okay. What does it mean? Static playing. What the fuck does it mean by that? I just left the church. Does not work when the sweat comes from your hairline. That sucks. You do have AC. It doesn't reach your room because it's in the wrong direction of the air. Jeez. And it's on 24 degrees? Oof, that's barely the C in AC at that point. Yeah, no AC here, but obviously even when it gets really warm in the UK, at the end of the day, if I keep the windows open at night and I close them in the day and I keep all of the blinds closed in the day. So the trick in the UK is that you've got to pray that your house isn't one of the houses that turns into a sauna. And then you have to, open all the windows at night to sort of like let the hot and the cold air kind of re-equilibrate. I was trying to say, like, reach an equilibrium is what I was trying to say. And then in the daytime, you close the windows so the hot air doesn't come in. And you close all of the curtains so that the sun doesn't heat up the air. And even doing that, it might not be enough. I'm gonna start changing my bed sheets tomorrow. Oh yeah, I mean that's hot weather. Hot weather season, those things be changed. I don't want to say daily, but like maybe. Oh, I don't know if I have it in me. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. It's probably just normal enemies. It's just even that is like scary. Oh my god, because it's so, like, even if I make it through Block A without, like, pissing and shitting and crying, to then go down, that map, the direction of, like, the doors and stuff seems to be all the way down to the guard room, and then, like, all the way up. I guarantee it'll be blocked off, so I'll have to go through the death chamber, into the witness room, and then down and up to the witness checkpoint. But then why would I go to any of the E's? This is just so scary. I will just be sweat drenched this time of year. Cannot be helped. Yeah. I know it doesn't help the sensation, but in terms of the camaraderie, any person that runs warm, or any person that isn't frigid hell like me, and just like, even my skin to the touch right now I don't think is even that warm. It's ridiculous. Everyone that isn't freezing cold is going through it. And everyone that is freezing cold is having a great time. But don't you worry, when it gets to the winter, they'll be miserable. They'll be so miserable, they won't even know what to do with themselves. I know, because I'm people. Oh god. My bedroom specifically is for some reason the sauna of the house. I can walk onto the landing and I can feel an active temperature change. Yeah, I think honestly just the higher up you go. Like, I used to be, back at home, my bedroom used to be in the attic. And it got really warm. It got really warm in the summer because all the heat just rises. And it was a big room as well, so I think it kind of helped sometimes, but it was also really hard to have the window open because it was an attic room, the window was like slanted. So to open the window, it let a lot of bugs in, to put it lightly. We do that too, but alas. Yeah, sometimes even with the old open the windows, close the blinds trick, there's only so much it can actually do. Sun from 3 PM to sundown directly on my room, so it's hot and gross in here most of the time. Yeah, that's rough. I guess that means you're getting like a full blast at the sun, and you're getting a full blast of the sun at its hottest. So no wonder your room's getting warm. Just think of how much you want to play Silent Hill outside of stream. And I will, is the thing. I will. Like, the second I turn the stream off. Okay, maybe not the second, admittedly. When I wake up tomorrow, I'll think to myself, oh, that was I had so much fun. I can't wait to explore the Toluca prison. I can't wait. I'm ecstatic about exploring the Toluca prison. Yeah. Right now, not so much. Also, you know what's just occurred to me? And obviously it's like kind of occurred to me. So to get to where we are now, we walked down a staircase that took like a couple minutes. So if you think about how far underground we were, I guess Silent Hill, I guess we're on a hill, but still. So we went from like ground level on the surface, down a really long staircase. We then found a pit that we jumped in. We then walked around a bit, we found another pit that we jumped in, and that's where we are. That's how far below the ground we are. They already stood up at Blue Greens and they walked through the spot I'd been standing on for 30 seconds. They were like, wow, why is the carpet actively hot from me having stood there? The curses of running really warm. Honestly, in the summer, I'm sure in the summer, in the winter, I envy you. Cause I don't know what it's gonna be like here because I haven't spent a winter in this place yet, but like there have been times that I've been working at my desk with gloves on because of how cold my hands in particular get. So my room is sunrise till about 4 p.m. and also the room faces the garden, so all the spiders and bugs love it here. Oh! Oh shit, that's bad. Ugh, that's like a bad double whammy. You're getting all the sun, so even when you open the windows, all the bugs just make themselves at home. My knees are so sweaty when I bend down my PJ trousers get pulled off, like TMI, but I'm suffering. Hey, get it off your chest. Feel free to vent. I can't say vent without, like it's so, I can't say vent without thinking of Among Us. That's bad. At that time of year for real. How does a yard work down here? Exactly! How is there a yard? Surely we're so far beneath the ground. And I understand that this is Silent Hill. Maybe things don't make sense here. We've seen a woman who looked like our dead wife, and well, she is also dead. You know, we've seen lots of things. But I have to ask. I have to ask. Why? Oh, also I need to check something. I heard like, it always sounded like my washing machine being done, but my washing machine isn't on. Give me like 2 minutes. Okay, all good. Never returned from the haunted washing machine. Listen, it's just because like I say, it's dark outside now, which means that most of the windows in my flat are open. I think what I was probably hearing was just like a car reversing or something, but that leads me on to my point. I think I'm gonna end the stream. I know I've literally only streamed, I've been streaming for like an hour and 15 minutes, which is like nothing. And also, if we're being realistic, maybe about 50 minutes of that was playing the game. And that includes 2 minutes of just walking down a staircase and about 5 minutes of just walking down an empty street. Did you see my video about your hands? No, hold on. It's probably because your hands have such a tiny surface areas they can't retain heat. That's a good point. That's a really good point, actually. Because my hands are tiny. My hands are canonically tiny. Can't wait for freezing temperatures for real. See, that's the thing. I appreciate, I really do, that the summer for people that run warm is so much more uncomfortable than the winter for people that run cold. Because I can just put layers on, right? Like, I can sit at my desk wearing gloves. I look stupid, but I can do it. I can, you know, I can put on layers. I can make sure to do this with my hands every so often just so that they don't seize up. Whereas, you know, when you're hot, like, there's only so much you can do before you're just warm now. But also, I don't want it to be cold. I don't want the cold to happen. Did an outdoor yoga class next week on the edge of a reservoir at sunset. The combined open water breeze and sunset made me actually cool for the first time in months, and I could have cried. That sounds fantastic. In general, okay, I went swimming at my local swimming pool a couple days ago. Yesterday. It was yesterday. And same as today. It's been really hot all day, and I had dinner and I left to go swimming. I left here at about 7:30. And it was still like light outside. But having been in warm, stagnant indoor air all day, being outside and walking around and feeling a breeze was so nice. It was so nice. Who left and never came back after climbing into the washing machine, which complained a Toluca prison-style pit. I wish. I wish there was a Toluca-style pit in my washing machine. Can't win them all. I can put layers on, but I'm not allowed to peel my skin off. Exactly. And I think you should sue. I think that's unfair. Was a hello singularity? Hello. Terrible timing. I'm really sorry because I know I've only been streaming. I've been streaming for like an hour and a bit. But I was gonna say, so I just took a very quick break because I thought I heard scary beeping noises in the hallway. Let me just run you through a series of facts. Fact 1 is I find this game scary in general. Fact 2, the Toluca prison section is supposed to be the most intense, scary bit of the game. Fact number 3, I'm alone at home right now. There's no one else here, it's just me. Fact number 4, that's kind of it, to be honest. That's kind of the story. You sure you're alone? Don't say that! Why do you think I checked the washing machine? I checked the washing machine. I checked the front door. I closed 2 of my windows. All I'm saying is, this isn't a good game to play when you're home alone and scared of the game. I don't know if it's mean, but for some reason Mello always seemed like the kind of person that couldn't swim. I can swim fine, actually. Not very fast. Not very long. Also, okay, I shouldn't even... So, until like a couple years ago, I could barely swim. Like, in my final couple years of university, I went swimming. Like, I started going swimming frequently with some friends that could swim a lot better than me. And I feel like they taught me swimming. Like, swimming in like lane swimming. Like, if you tossed me in water before then, I could float around. Like, I wouldn't drown, but I couldn't really make any distance, and I didn't like to have to travel far. But now I'm decently confident. I enjoy swimming. Dew point is 60 degrees and it's currently 18 degrees at 10 p.m. 18 at 10 is ridiculous. Okay, here's my vision for a perfect summer day. It is 26 degrees, a few clouds in the sky, a gentle breeze, maybe it drops every so often, maybe every 2 hours there's a breeze, every 2 hours it drops, something like that. Yeah, 26 degrees at peak. It stays in that range most of the day. And then at about 6 p.m, rapidly drops down to like 8 or something. That's a bit too cold. Drops down to like 10. Ooh, I will. Hold on. Wait, that's so nice. Hold on. Ooh. That's so nice. This is where you went for yoga? That's lovely. Oh wait, I can see you in the video. But that is gorgeous. No wonder you had a nice time with that. That looks peaceful as hell. That looks like it would cool you Not just because of the water, air, and and like the time of night temperature. I feel like just the process of doing that would be very cooling. I used to compete in swimming. That's so cool. I find swimming really, like, tough. I've never been a very strong swimmer. I also quit swimming lessons as a kid because I was the slowest person in the whole class. And the way it would work is that we'd all, like, we'd get taught to do something and then everyone would have to get in the pool and do it. Except everyone would overtake me in the pool, so I'd be the last person to get out. And because we only had so much time in the lesson, the swimming teacher would, when most people were gathered, would tell them what to do next. So I always would get out of the pool and people were already in the pool doing the next thing, and then the swimming teacher would have to explain to me on my own the next thing, and it was a little sad. I think even at whatever age I would have been with that, I found it a very sad experience, so I quit. And I was never that good at it anyway. And I'm not good now. Like, I'm in the slow lane. When I go swimming, I'm in the slow lane. But I'm happy there. That's my place. Also, hydrate or dihydrate? I will. Wrong, anything above 24 is evil? No, it's nice. It's summery. With a bit of a breeze. No, you don't understand the breeze. 26 degrees, but there's breeze. My perfect summer day is 0 Celsius, no clouds, very sunny. Okay, but Johan, we have that in like December. In the UK, we have that for like most of the year. Toss in some rain, toss in some clouds. That's like 80% of the year. I genuinely think if it wasn't for a warm summer heating me up, I don't think I have the capacity to like self-warm. I think the only reason I get through the winter is because of the heat my body has absorbed in the summer. Do you want me to suffer in the winter? Do you want me to have retained no heat and to go into the winter and just freeze? Because that's what will happen. 90-minute class was so lovely. That's long, actually, for yoga. I guess it's one of those things where because yoga's designed to sort of like chill you out and sort of make you sort of a bit timeless and forget, you probably don't notice it, but like, that's a long class. That is sad and sad when you quit. It sucked. It was so sad. I don't know, because when I tell that story now, I realize that it couldn't have been that everyone else except for me got out and got told the instructions, and then I was told. It must have been that, you know, let's say there's 10 of us, we get put in the pool like one. They were probably waiting until like 5 kids were out the pool, and then those 5 kids would get told the instruction and they'd go back in. And then every kid coming out of the pool after that probably got the one-to-one treatment just to keep everybody flowing. So when I tell this story now, like, I'm realizing I wasn't the only one person I couldn't have been, but it felt like it. I was very fortunate to have private swimming lessons because my dad was a lifeguard, so a teacher where he worked on me for free. That is pretty cool, actually. If it's one-to-one by default, or like at least a smaller class size, so that they can sort of take their time a bit more, I feel like that would help. I had very public pool swimming lessons. We don't have the sun in December, we run out. We use it all up in like July and August. Sunny winter day is best. Yeah, a sunny winter day is nice. Like a sunny winter day where you know that it's cold, but like, you know when it's winter and you're in the shade and it's like a sunny winter day and you step out of the shade into a patch of sunlight, and even though it can't be that warm, the feeling of it is blissful. I love that. 3 hours of sun are the worst in the winter. That's not a lot. That's bad. I hate the winter. I don't hate the winter, but like a little bit. My usual class is 60, and honestly that didn't even feel that long. Huh, I guess if you're already doing 60, another 30 isn't crazy, but still 90 minutes, that's like a movie. That's like a movie length meditation. I've been swimming since you were 3, so I don't remember learning to swim, I've just always been able. That's a good way to do it though, because then you don't, I feel like if you're like me and you learn a bit too late, you learn with shame. Like, you learn with the shame of, I'm not good enough, I'm dragging everyone else back, I don't want to wear a swim cap because it makes me look stupid, I don't want to get changed in the same changing room as everyone else, I'm going to hide in the toilets, and then teachers and are going to get mad at me. You know, the classic experiences we've all had. We've all had those experiences. All of us. But yeah, if you learn to swim when you're 3, like, I feel like you skip over those. You're 3, you don't know what's going on. You just know, go like this, swim around. You just know splish splash and learn. My friends were both competitive swimmers when they were younger, and my dad coached for a while, so I could swim before I could walk. Damn! I guess this is what trains someone to just swim comfortably, without fear. Didn't know we had so many proficient swimmers in the chat. Didn't know everyone was so good at swimming. That's fair. I feel like it's a fun... Like, as an adult, I like it, and I wish that I'd liked it more as, like, a teenager. Because I feel like I would have gotten a lot out of having a sport I liked as a teenager. When I was, like, 15, 16, I started doing park runs with my dad. And that was good, but, like... Honestly, it's a miracle that the park runs didn't give me the same shame as swimming, because I was always at the back for a park run as well. Still do it now on my own, but my technique is deteriorated. Yeah, like, I'm sure you're still leagues and leagues above, like, me swimming. I'm sure. But I guess with any sport, the second that you're not, like, practicing, some things probably just slip away. I don't swim often enough. I usually do it on holiday. I just have shitty anxiety about changing rooms and booking correct time slot. Valid. Really valid. Yeah, changing rooms I like as an adult when I can pick a room and... But in fairness, like, going to a swimming pool, like a new pool for the first time, fucking horrible. You don't know how the lockers are going to work, so you don't know if you need a coin or if there's something weird you've got to do, like if you need like a wristband. You don't know where the pool is, which means that sometimes you're just wandering around in a swimming costume aimlessly, which is a horrible experience. Same with the change rooms, you don't know if they need a key code or anything. So that sucks. I feel like once you go to one place and you're familiar with the system, that helped me at least. Starting on my own swimming skills in chat. Calling them skills is quite bold. I mean, I overtake some people in the slow lane. I overtake people in the slow lane that are very much like, maybe like 40 years older than me, but still. I used to swim a lot in my teens, that's how I used to go out and spend time with my friends. Now I have silly yoga and I love. Yoga looks really fun as well. Particularly, maybe particularly when it's by a big body of water and in the sunset. I have to refocus my on technique when I swim now, and it makes me sad because for it used to be effortless. I have like prioritized it because it's the best way to rehabilitate my back. Yeah, that's one thing I'm aware of with swimming, that it's really good for like, it's a really good gentle exercise for your bones. Like running, fucking horrible. Running is just like bone torture. Even if it's fun, even if you like it, even if you're doing it with good posture and good shoes, it's like you're slamming your bones into the ground. Swimming is like, swimming feels like stretching. It feels like a sport, like an activity where you're like getting to really stretch out, which is so nice and so rare. Personally, as an office, like as a desk worker, walking around barefoot in a changing room or out of the pool. Yeah, no, that sucks. I hate that. I need to get into the habit of taking like specific like slides. Because the pool I go to lets you wear slides. It just can't be outdoor shoes because I hate that. You put your head under the water? I do. I can't open my eyes underwater. I can't. Probably when I was like 8 or 9 or something and I went swimming with my dad, I'm sure it's something that he probably tried to get me to learn to be able to do. But I've always had really sensitive eyes. Like if I got even a crumb of water, like a little tiny droplet splashed into my eye, I would be a baby about it. I would be like, I'm getting out of the pool, I'm leaving. I hated it a lot. But also I struggled. Part of the reason why I really didn't swim a lot is because even when I enjoyed it, like I say, if any water got in my eye, ooh, the feeling pissed me off. But when I was a kid, I couldn't find any goggles that fit me. Like all goggles that I ever tried seemed to just leak water in constantly. And it's only as an adult that I got some goggles that really seemed to work and keep water out. And once I had those, I started swimming like head under, like I'd face the water and swim. And that really helped. Like that made me more confident. Nowadays, I don't wear the goggles. Nowadays, I trust that I can keep my head up enough to not need them. someone swimming was on like a tester pass at the gym my mum goes to, and the changing room situation was gendered, and the men's was the style where there are no cubicles, just benches and like, that's fucked up. That's really fucked. I can tell you, Trash, that the swimming pool I used to go to in redacted location near you, it was non-gendered, it was all just private, like little changing cubicles basically in a free-for-all space. I think gendered changing rooms are fucked up. Like, if you're gonna gender changing rooms, if you really have to, people still deserve privacy, right? Like, God, I just think, you know, even if, I feel like British culture is not very, oh yeah, we're all happy and open like this. It's not like somewhere like Iceland, where there's like we all get changed. Like, even then though, there should always be an opportunity for like getting ready privately, in my opinion. I was looking at getting swimming regularly for my back as well, so it felt like a blow, but then I got into yoga and that seems to be working. Yeah, you just gotta find something that's comfortable for you. At least with yoga, it's just like, you show up in a comfy outfit, and then you're done. Because so I went swimming recently at like a holiday park, basically, and that was similar. It was gender changing, and there were no cubicles, and I got lucky both times I went to this pool, that when I got out of the pool, there was no one else in the changing room. But like, I don't think I know what I would do if there were other people. I think I'd wait until they left. I would probably just wait in there until everyone was gone. My eyes are ridiculously sensitive, I hate it. Yeah, good goggles really helped me. I prefer the change rooms at that place, where the booking system stressed me out so much I couldn't get myself to do it. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a weird one. That one, so where I currently go swimming in a different redacted, you have to book a slot online. But there's something like 40 to 60 slots, and you just book it for the time. And then when you show up, you look at the lanes and you just pick which one you go in. But that place, as far as I'm aware, Trash, you book the time and you also book the lane, which means that there's more like 10 slots per lane, and they can sometimes sell out really quickly. I personally found that worked for me, but that's because now that I see the alternative where you just book a time slot, what I've been finding at the place I go to now is that it's in an area where, and I hate to say this, a lot of the people using the pool, myself very much included, we're not, as you say, like, athletic proficient swimmers. The majority of the people using this pool, I would say, are slow lane swimmers, medium lane swimmers at best. So the fact that they let you book, but then they create 3 lanes, it means you arrive and there's like 20 people in the slow lane, and then like 4 people in the medium lane, and then like maybe 1 person in the fast lane. And that kind of sucked. Like, in theory there's more slots, but also you have no control over where the majority of people are that day. At that place it was like, you just have to get undressed in a room full of people, and then your only option is the showers are fully open. Yeah, that sucks. I just don't think that's right. I think crazy hot take. I think public changing rooms should always be cubicles. Always. Goggle sounds like a 60s Batman exclamation. Good goggles. That's a good one. I might use that. That's so normal here. I've been doing that all my life. I think I'm just desensitized to it because that doesn't bother me at all. See, I think when I started swimming again as an adult, that was what I was used to. But when I was going swimming at my university pool, you didn't have to book slots at all. Like, they had the times up, so you knew when like the free lane swimming was. But then you just arrived. But also, you had to have a membership, and the membership was really expensive. So that's kind of how they self-selected that. The booking slots, yeah, I think that's a very UK thing. I was talking to someone recently that grew up in France, and they were saying that, yeah, for them, the idea of booking a slot is crazy, because for them, the kind of pools that they're used to were like, your local pool has a pool for lane swimming, a smaller pool for just chilling, and then like a kiddie pool. And you don't have to book slots, you just arrive and go in whichever pool you want. That's not normal here. Aside from like exorbitantly expensive gyms where they kind of self-control the amount of people that could ever possibly want to be swimming by making the membership so expensive. Aside from that, like just your normal local public pool where you can pay to enter, yeah, you have to book a slot. Time and lane stress me out because I haven't done lane swimming since my teens and I don't know what my capabilities are, so I don't feel confident booking onto a lane. That's fair. If it helps, I would say from experience with that pool, book onto slow, and if you find yourself in slow, outpacing people, and you're feeling like, oh my god, okay, I'm overtaking people, I'm getting in people's way, I'm stuck behind people, move into medium. My experience of that pool is that similarly, slow lane is always more booked than medium or fast. So you don't, and I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but you don't really end up with a situation where, you know, you're the only person, like there's like 4 people in slow and there's like 12 people in medium and you can't move over. Like my experience with that pool is that generally slow lane is the busiest, medium is next busiest but still pretty quiet, and then fast is the quietest. And I think you could very casually change lanes because you pay for the time. Like the booking a lane is more to prevent a situation like I have at my local pool where, you know, 30 people book, which is like half the capacity of the pool. That's fine, except all 30 of those people want the slow lane and suddenly you're fucked. Like, it's a helpful system, but I can see it creates a bit of issue that it makes you feel very locked to the lane you picked. And sometimes the lane you pick might not, like, the slow lane is very relative to who else is in the pool that day, right? Like, I've been swimming in a slow lane and I've been the fastest person there, I've been the slowest person there. It like changes a lot. I'm gonna head out in a minute, I need to eat. I need to end stream soon as well. I got very distracted by swimming pools. But I'm glad. I did not have it in me to keep going with this game today. I made progress. I'm at Toluca Prison. I think, as far as I'm aware from the walkthrough, I think there's just the prison and then, like, some other slop to go. Oh my god, and I think the prison is big. The prison is some slop. Share changing works for some people, but like for personal reasons that's not for me, and it was an awful experience. Yeah, it would have been, I get it 100%. It would have been for me. I think I think I would have left. I don't think I could have brought myself to do it. I've never been comfortable with that. When I went on a trip to, oh, and good night, Corvus. I have been brave. You're so right. I've been so brave by not playing the game for 30 minutes. Yeah, I went on a trip to Iceland when I was like 14, 15. So this was like the peak of my physical discomfort as a person around, like peak discomfort. And we went swimming at like the Blue Lagoon, which was delightful. It was lovely. Except the Icelandic culture is very, very chill about getting changed and showering near other people. And luckily, I think because the Blue Lagoon is a little touristy, they had, like, private showers. But they didn't have private changing rooms, so, like... And that was hard for me at 14, 15, and I think even now I've never gotten over that. Like, I'm deeply uncomfortable with that kind of changing room. We went, like, and on that same trip, later in the week, we went to just, like, a normal public swimming pool. I think because it was just a public swimming pool, didn't have a lot of tourists, they didn't have private showers. They had public showers, and, fun fact, you weren't allowed to shower in your swimming costume. I remember this because I desperately wanted to shower in my swimming costume, and I made a teacher talk to an employee, and the employee was like, nope, no swimming costume, head out. Shower naked, 15-year-old. Have fun with that. I just like, and me at 15 asking a teacher to go ask someone, like, there was no world where I did that. So I didn't. I was the one person on the whole trip that didn't go in the pool. I made a teacher sit with me in the cafeteria area, and because I was on medication to prevent my periods so I could go swimming, I was incredibly emotional, and I think I spent most of the time crying to my teacher. Which is a really fun little memory. It's fun to share 10 years on. 10 years on, it's fun. I would be interested in the next outdoor yoga thing, by the way. That looked really, like, I don't know, really relaxing. Like, more so than just a normal, like, relaxing indoor class. It's the culture here too. There are some private showers, but those are rare. Yeah, and I get it that if you grew up with it, you're probably more likely to be comfortable. But more likely doesn't mean 100%, right? And like, I hate to say it, in a public space like that, I think you should generally account for the least comfortable person. Even if it's just one private shower and there's a queue, I don't think a public swim space, in particular, a public changing room, should ever be built just for the people that are, like, confident and happy. There should always be, like, a private shower and a private cubicle, just in case. I feel the same way about, like, changing rooms in schools for PE. We didn't have, it was all just, like, public changing. And on one hand, maybe it's a good thing to encourage children to try and, you know, work past those feelings of discomfort. You're surrounded by a bunch of people that look a little bit like you. That maybe they're taller, maybe they're shorter, maybe they've got these different things. It's cool, it's nice exposure. However, when you're uncomfortable, it's the worst thing in the world, and it makes you associate exercise with the worst feelings emotionally, which is not good. I could have done it if I had a private shower to get dry. I can just about cope with getting changed in front of a room random men who I do not feel safe around. Like, standing there for long enough to get dry is not happening. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, yeah, I just think it's ridiculous to not put in a private, like, a cubicle to account for any person that is uncomfortable. Because there will be, like, in a changing room in any given moment, guarantee 1 in 5 people minimum in a public changing room is having a terrible time and would kill for a private cubicle. So just make there be one. Cost me £15 for that view and that yoga. As a queer man using shared changing rooms for classes in school, shared changing rooms are just actively a place I do not feel safe in. Yeah, and that's horrible. Like, I had girls' changing rooms, and no one was mean to me. Like, all of my discomfort was very much coming from the inside. And I'm very aware that that is not true in, like, school boys' changing rooms. Like, those are not good places. In that place, everything is horrible and external. I had a good experience in theory because no one was ever mean to me. No one ever commented on me or my body. It was just that I was feeling, like, I was so internally feeling these things that I just couldn't bring myself to get changed anyway. So I used to try and, like, get changed separately in the toilets. But I was lucky. That was never a thing other people put onto me. That was very much just that I had some hang-ups about that from, you know, I'm sure from an array of sources. But, like, actually it wasn't really the other people in the class, like, in the changing room. It was kind of me. It was kind of the way that I felt about me. Which I'm sure wasn't from nowhere. I wasn't born being like, yeah, at age 15 I'm gonna hate myself. Like, that wasn't a born thing. So it must have come from somewhere, but it actually wasn't the other girls in the changing room. They were fine. They were just completely ignoring me, talking to each other, and spraying hideous amounts of, like, deodorant. That's fine. They didn't hurt me. I was fine. The emergence of private showers is to accommodate different religions. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I mean, fuck. Even if it's just, like, private showers and private cubicles, even if they start off as something to accommodate, like, one religion or an attitude or something, I feel like it's one of those things where you'll always find that other people benefit too, right? Like, if you create private showers and private cubicles for one purpose, there will be so many other people that like are actively happier and benefit from that you didn't even think of. Women's changing rooms at the gym has cubicle showers, but not the men's. That's fucked up. See, at least like school PE, as far as I'm aware, everything was the same. Showers were not cubicled, and the changing room wasn't cubicled. This is why I think gendered changing rooms are just weird. Like, there's no reason necessarily that everyone will feel more comfortable around people that just look a little bit like them. Like, in a non-gendered changing room that is all private cubicles, everybody is comfortable because they're just privately on their own. How is that not just better? The reason I quit swimming was how my ED was making me view my body and how it made me uncomfortable in my body at like 14 as well. And it's such a shame, right? Because like, it's such a shame that swimming in particular is like, you can't just rock up to swimming in like an outfit that you're comfortable in. Like, swimming is such a, I feel like swimming demands a lot of body confidence out of a child, and I think it's a really difficult thing. Like, it's a really good sport to get into, but it's also, there are so many barriers to it, and I think that sucks. And the least there could be would be removing the barrier of the public changing room and making it cubicle. Like, that's minimum. I got really into wearing swimming costumes with skirts, which is a habit that I have not grown out of to this day. But that always helped me. Having grown up with public pool that had mixed gender changing rooms, it's just wild to me that it's not widely agreed on as the better situation. Yeah, like, cause it's fine. Like, who's mad that they have a cubicle? Like, this is what I mean. I feel like anyone that shows up to a non-private changing room, no one's like, oh yay, this is my preference. This is 100% what I want. And if it had just been cubicles, I would have been more uncomfortable. There can't be anyone. Like, at worst, at best, someone walks into like a public changing room and they're like, oh yeah, I don't care. It can't be that they, like, no one would walk into a cubicle changing room and be like, oh bother, I hate this. So why not just do that? And please 100% of people, rather than have like public changing, and you've just arbitrarily made it harder for at least a decent amount of people, and the rest of the people don't care. Anyway, I think I should probably wrap up the stream now. Poor Silent Hill 2, poor James Silent Hill 2 has been staring at this map for a long time, and I think I need to set him free. But thank you all for hanging out today. I will be back next Tuesday with more Silent Hill 2. And if between now and then I look at some kind of spoiler-free walkthrough that just sort of talks about what I can expect in a very neutral way, I wouldn't tell you. Do you think he's noticed the guide in the bottom left corner? I don't know. You could stare at this map for a long time and not notice that. I don't like the way it's broken up so much. I don't like it. I think it's an issue with available space, but it's not really an excuse. Yeah, like at a certain point, if you're building a space that has public changing rooms in it, you build that in, you know, you find a way. You cut down on reception. But yeah, okay. Thank you all for hanging out today. I'll post in my Discord as always when I'm going live, but it should be next Tuesday. Until then, have a good rest of your evening. Hopefully the heat is drawn out overnight and we can all get some good rest. And yeah, have a good weekend, and XOXO, go piss girl.